can I hand out, I'm gonna talk about,
Name and address, please.
Brian Fonz and 8680 Road Road. Can I have something out regarding the fishing tournaments that was put on the agenda? And I just want to discuss that and like more information to share here. And, Chief Regular wants one here. Okay. All right, so I noticed, and I don't know why, there was an ordinance posted on the packet along with a picture of our Tuesday night bass tournament leaders. And not really sure why it's on there. I mean, why it has to be even on, at this meeting and be a discussion here. If anyone would have come to me, we could have talked about that, tried to work it out, figured out if we applied in there or not. Or if talked to Chief Gurecki, probably would have found out that we had already talked to Chief Gurecki about this issue. And I just asked his interpretation of the ordinance, and he gave me his opinion. He didn't feel that a pickup tournament like ours applied to it. It looks like this ordinance is more applying to tournaments that pre-register boats or bigger tournaments, and there's consideration of space in the parking lot. Our launch is a DNR launch, and what I gave everybody here is the DNR regulations on fishing tournaments. And first off, there's a statement right up front here. How does DNR regulate fishing tournaments? It says DNR has specific regulatory authority over fishing tournaments in Wisconsin. So the DNR has supervision over tournaments. Our launch is a DNR launch, so does our ordinance supersede the state? I don't know. Attorney Mills may want to check and see if that ordinance is old and is still valid in terms of what the state is doing to regulate tournaments and whether our ordinance is in line with that. I don't know the answer to that, but it's something that ordinance has been on a long time, but should maybe be looked at and see if that's still in line with what the state is doing, because fairly recently they've taken over regulation of the tournament. They also, if you're looking at the first page in the box, tournaments that don't require a permit, typically tournaments under 20 boats, which would be ours, and 100 participants. We rarely get over 20. And those are statewide or regional in nature, and are continuous or seasonal without specified fishing dates. We're like a weekly tournament, so we're a regular tournament that goes on. It goes on at the bottom again, do I need a tournament permit or a tournament registration? It sort of says the same thing. They add total prize value event is 10,000 or greater, which ours is not. If it is more than 10,000, we need a permit. And then something to do with trout. We don't do trout or the bass tournament. On the second page is just the pretty much similar information with the actual Wisconsin statute by the Wisconsin legislature. So I just copied that in. And then they have a little question here. What if I organize a series of smaller tournaments? And pretty much says the same thing. You know, if it's not a big tournament, we wouldn't be able to comply with the town ordinance anyway, because we don't pre-register. So they call for letting them know ahead of time if we're gonna use more than 5 spaces in the parking lot. We don't pre-register, so there's no way we could comply with that. It's a pickup tournament. There could be 3 boats, there could be 15 boats. So, and some come off the lake and some are towed in. As far as I know, there hasn't been a permit for that drawn in years.
Brian, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rich Faust, N9349 Woodfield Court. So in July, at the July meeting, Todd Jones got up here and he was pretty upset that somebody was filming him and his son wake surfing. Chief Gurecki got up here and he said he'd be mad too, but it is people's rights to film in a public place. So imagine if Todd Jones or Chief Gurecki or Supervisor John, you opened up the packet and found your son's picture in the packet without and not knowing about it. And not only my son's picture, but my grandson's picture, who is a minor. A minor. And why is the picture even in the packet? I don't see any pictures when things are on the agenda.